Hi everybody, it's Refresh, and I am here to take a look at Arcane Tinmen's extra large, non-glare board game card sleeves. These are sized 65 by 100 millimeters, and they are clear. The back of the box gives you a little guide that you can use to measure your cards, and I have a 7 Wonders card here to put on the back here, and it looks like it fits within the frame. Very handy. In particular, this says this card size is mainly used in 7 Wonders, but are also found in fine games like The Pursuit of Happiness, Coup, and Cargo Noir. Finally, it also says that the cardboard box safely stores 50 plus sleeved cards and doubles as a card holder during play. Just flip the back of the lid and lock it into place. It gives you a little diagram how to do that. And it says that it contains 50 clear card sleeves in 80 micron propylene with a soft, non-reflective matte treatment, no acid and no PVC. On the side of the box, there's a place where you can label what is inside this box. You can buy one pack of these for $2.99 MSRP. That will get you 50 card sleeves, and that is an average of 6 cents per sleeve, which is pretty average for these larger, thicker sleeves. Let's take a look at what we have inside. As you can see, the cards are smooth and matte on both sides. And now let's count to see if there are 50 here. That is exactly 50 card sleeves. Now let's check the thickness. These 50 sleeves are 8 millimeters thick, which means that one sleeve is 160 microns, or 80 microns each face, just as advertised. Let's check the dimensions. These sleeves are 68 millimeters wide by 103 millimeters tall. Let's see how a card fits. I have a 7 Wonders Lighthouse here. Looks like it fits just fine. There's a little bit of extra play on the sides and just a little bit of extra space between the opening of the card sleeve and the top edge of the card. As you can see, the sleeve doesn't get overly shiny when exposed to direct light, so the glare is limited, so you can see the card art pretty well. The card art is just a little bit muted in comparison to the art before it is sleeved, and that is a standard drawback of matte sleeves. This sleeve in particular seems to have a little dent in it. Now we'll do the sleeving test. We're going to sleeve these 45 7 Wonders cards in 45 of these sleeves and see how long it takes. Ready, set, go. Alright, it took about 2 minutes to sleeve these cards, and that is the speedy speed of 2.67 seconds per sleeve. This is the fastest sleeving of the 65 by 100 millimeter cards, and I could really tell during the sleeving process that it was super easy and super smooth. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sleeves now that we've put cards in them to see how uniform that they are. Right off the bat, the tops are uniform and the sides are uniform. They are very consistent in that regard. If you look at the top of the sleeve, some of them are a little bit bubbly in terms of their shape. As you can see, there's a few bends in them, but when you look at them from the front, they seem fine. The sleeves are all pretty even and consistent throughout. They're all the same size, they're all the same look and the feel, and aside from that dent in the first sleeve, I haven't noticed any other considerable issues with these sleeves. They feel really nice in your hands, and I'm looking forward to continuing to test them out. Now we're going to be doing the shuffle test. I'm going to shuffle these 100 times and see how long it takes. Ready, set, go. Alright, that took 1 minute and 34 seconds to shuffle these 100 times. And that is the very quick speed of 0.94 seconds per shuffle. Even while I was shuffling these sleeved cards, I noticed that I made some goofs and dropped a few cards here and there from being overzealous, and also these cards are very large, and so they're a little bit harder to shuffle in terms of a mass shuffle. But I felt like the sleeves were probably the most smoothest feeling in terms of their overall shuffle feel. They just go right into each other. There's little resistance at all. It's like shuffling butter, if that is something that you can't really shuffle butter. But Anyway, I felt like these were an incredibly smooth shuffle, and I really enjoyed the shuffle feel, and they felt really great in my hands. And the only times that I had issues were when I was overzealous and forgot just how big these cards were when I was shuffling. So I was very pleased with the shuffle feel, and these are probably the fastest shuffling of the sleeves that I've tested. Now that I have handled these cards a bit, let's take a look at the sleeves and see how well they held up. These sleeves look really good. Aside from the one dented sleeve, which I saw again while looking through these, the sleeves were all in really good shape. There are no bent corners, there's no surface wear, there are no broken sleeves, and everything looks really good. And just as if they're fresh out of the pack. And so I'm pretty impressed with the overall quality and durability of these. I believe that these are going to be pretty long lasting as far as card sleeves go. Now we're going to do the shake test. I put these 45 sleeve cards in a deck. I'm going to shake the table for about 2 seconds and see how well they hold up. Ready, set, go. Alright, it looks like the deck started sliding a little. The bottommost card is still where it is and the deck started sliding, but because of the thickness of these sleeves and the width of the sleeves, I don't think it's going to fall without any major manipulation, so that is a pass. Now I'm going to do the draw test. I'm going to take 3 cards off the top and see how well the deck holds up. No problem. This deck is not going anywhere. I mean, if you as you can touch it, as you can see, the top cards will shift, but for the most part, there doesn't seem to be any issues with drawing cards either, and that is another pass. What's more, we can all choose the box as a means of storing the sleeves, as well as using it as a deck holder. So you can put it like this, creating easy access. It's not going to shake and fall down, and you just pop out the cards as you want. And that's a really nice plus as well. So extra props for having a useful piece of packaging. In the end, I found that these are probably the highest quality sleeves that you can purchase for your 65 by 100 millimeter cards. They are great in terms of their overall quality outside of the box and their consistency, as well as being the easiest to sleeve and the easiest to shuffle of all the sleeves that I've tested in this size. And so the only downsides that I can really point to are the fact that some of these sleeves come just with a little bit of warping. One sleeve came dented, and then these sleeves are of a matte finish, which means that those of you who like your art to be brilliant and vibrant, as printed on the original cards, you will see that you lose just a little bit of that quality in order to get a matte finish, which will reduce glare and apparently make handling a lot easier. And so those of you who do not like matte sleeves, you'll probably still want to try the Ultimate Guard Premium Soft Sleeves or the Ultra Pro Board Game Sleeves for shinier finishes. But everybody else, I think that these are going to be your best bet in terms of quality sleeving for your cards size 65 by 100 millimeters. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more such videos, hit subscribe. I have surveys in the description box below, so if you click on those links and you have experience with these sleeves or other sleeves for this size, you can provide your experience in terms of their durability and their consistency from pack to pack, and that will be available at the Init Games' resources page. Otherwise, this was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.